what would be your advice for any woman, any women, non-binary individuals getting into this, getting into the media world, who really want to, you know, because again, it's not for me to say as a white dude, but I do want to ask you as someone that's experienced it, and I always cringe when I see those statuses, and this is why I ask you this
Oh
question.
yeah.
I always cringe when I see it because the quality of your work, the research you do in your interviews, the content you're doing, the worsty stuff, the
Thank
video
you.
game stuff, it's entertaining and it's fun and people love it. But you do get those people. And I want to ask, tell me about that, and what would be your advice for any young person getting into this industry that's facing those similar messages and similar solicitations, I guess.
I think a big thing you have to realize when you're in the public eye is every single person is going to have an opinion about you, whether your fan base is of 5 people or 5 million.
Right.
Every single person's going to have an opinion, whether it's good or bad. So at first, especially when I was like 17 to maybe even like up to 20, I would read all the YouTube comments and every DM that came through. And it wasn't to be self-absorbed. It was because I didn't understand like why people were loving what I did and why people were being so rude. It goes both ways. So when it got to the point of coming around maybe like early 20s, I just had this weird epiphany where some Joe Schmo douchebag wrote something really rude. And I just looked at him and his profile and I thought like, who the fuck are you? It just hit me. I'm like, who are you? You're not doing shit. You're not doing anything. I'm at least hustling. I'm doing what I love. I'm trying to succeed at something. And then that hit me. I was like, there are so many of that guy out there who just have no reason to comment on some young girl's photo or say something terrible. So screw them. And then I just got this mentality like, screw everything. I'm going to do what I want. I remember coming into interviews very young as a teenager, interviewing metal bands and sitting down on the couch and them looking at me thinking like she's not going to know anything. And then knowing every fact and then them being like, I'm really sorry that I judged you. That was an amazing interview. They'd even say it on camera sometimes. Like I still have the footage or it's on YouTube. So I love that stuff. I love proving people wrong. So if you're dealing with a ton of terrible comments or people just being rude for no reason, you haven't done anything or posted anything to evoke that, then just ignore it. Like it sounds way easier, but just ignore it. You don't have to read every comment. And if you do, and there's something rude, like I don't even delete them anymore. Just let it be because you're going to have people who actually love what you're doing. And those are the people that matter. So fuck the negative opinions, focus on the great ones and just enjoy what you're doing. Because as long as you are happy, it does not matter at all if anyone else is with your work.